Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Hey, let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes Prairie Artisan Ales. This is their Apple Brandy Barrel Noir. I may have done this before. I'm not sure. I didn't go back and look. I'm going to review this like I've never had it before. But the name rings a bell. And the guys at Prairie do some really tasty beers, and when they get into these bigger beers like this. This is the 2016 edition. This comes by the way of Mr. Fudge, and he writes Apple Brandy Barrel Aged Stout. It's a 2016, and it is a 12%er, big beer. And I usually enjoy things that are sent to me from this brewery. They seem to have a strong hold on brewing these bigger beers. And do it usually pretty well. So we shall see what this one brings to the table. Like I said, I didn't go back and look whether I'd done it before or not. Let's see if there's any additional information. Untapped has it at 70 IBUs, Apple Brandy Barrel Aged Noir. So I'm looking forward to this one. Now, this one should be a tasty beer, guys. So with that being said, let me mark this one off. And let's see what we got in this bottle. So, let's get it open, 12-ounce bottle. Nice hiss, a little bit of smoke. And 12%, we're going to go right down the middle of this and see what we got. And these big barrel-aged beers will usually sell very well. Unless they've done coffee or something in the brewing process, they do. Not much head. I mean, I can see the beer down through the center, a little bit on the outside for lacing. To the light, not getting a whole lot. It is pitch black, guys. Good looking stout. To the nose we go. Oh yes, awesome smell. I'm definitely getting the apples. And the barrel aged notes, maybe a hint of some woodiness or vanilla and coconut. And it doesn't tell me what kind of barrels. Yes, it does. Let me take that back. Imperial Stout aged in apple brandy barrels. It's got an awesome aroma. It really does. Roasted malt, hint of some caramel, toffee. Definitely getting the apples though. The apples are up front. And the barrel aging, the brandy, getting a little bit of those notes. Smells awesome, guys. It really, really does. Impressive aroma on this beer. So let's see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Slight hint of some butterscotch going on, maybe a little diacetyl going on there. But it's not overwhelming. And I might be getting some of that from the brandy barrel aging that they did. But I wouldn't get it on the nose, but I'm getting it on the taste. A little bit of diacetyl, which a lot of times butterscotch. If you can taste butterscotch in a dark beer like this, that usually means a little diacetyl going on. And a lot of times that goes away during fermentation. Sometimes it don't. Could be an infection. Could be a sanitation thing. Could be anything there on that. And sometimes it even goes away as it warms up, so you'll get that on the initial pour and smell, but sometimes it disappears or dissipates a little bit. But it's there. I can definitely taste the butterscotch in this beer, and that should not be there, guys. So, well, let's sip on this one. It's right out of the fridge. Alcohol's well hidden for a 12%. To me, fairly impressive beer. I would probably buy this beer if I could get it here, as long as it didn't have an overwhelming butterscotch taste and aroma to it. But let's sip on it and see if that dissipates or goes away. That's when I come back with the final chug. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it a while now. If it wasn't for the butterscotch taste, which tells me it's diacetyl, this would probably be a 10 beer. So, it's not super off-putting, but it is there. I mean, even now that it's warmed up, I'm still getting that slight hint of some butterscotch in there, which tells me it's diacetyl. A lot of times it dissipates, and sometimes it doesn't. This will be one that still has it in there, even though it's a 2016 edition. I don't know when in 2016 they did it, but we're in 2019. That's approximately 3 years in the bottle, but the diacetyl is still there. Once it's there, like I said, it's there. Sometimes it'll fade away a little bit once it warms up, but this one still got notes of it, even now it's warmed up. So, but other than that, it is an awesome beer, guys. It would be a 10 if it didn't have that diacetyl going on. So, final chug. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, if you can deal with that, it is a very tasty beer. Alcohol is super well hidden, well-made beer, but they got something going on with the fermentation, having the diacetyl and the butterscotch taste and aromas going on with this beer. And it's there. It's still there. So, like I said, if it wasn't for that, it would be an outstanding world-class beer. But since it's there, it's not quite there. I'm gonna give it an A, but I'm gonna give it a solid A, which is a 95. If the diacetyl wasn't there, this would probably be a 10 beer, guys. It really would. So, over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.48, also in their A range. And over to Untappd, they have it at 4.47, again, also in their A range. Not the best numbers I've seen from either one of those groups, but maybe somebody else is tasting a little diacetyl going on in the beer. So, it doesn't have the different years that I see, but this is a 2016 and it's there. So if you've got a 2016, you might want to get it out and drink it, because I don't think the diacetyl is going to go away anytime soon. But other than that, it's a really tasty beer, guys. It is a great final beer of the evening, which it is for me. And Mr. Fudge, thanks again for sending it to me. I did enjoy it. I can deal with the slight hints of that butterscotch taste and aroma. Very pleasant beer. So you guys out there that can get the Prairie Artisan ales, they do make some really tasty stuff. They really do, especially when they get into these big beers like this. So a little disappointing that I've got that butterscotch taste and aroma, but it is what it is. So if you've had this one, and like I said, this is a 2016 edition, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.